Welcome back. We've now learned about the 5 traditional vowels, A, E, I, O, U, and we even discovered Y is sometimes a vowel. Today, we're going to answer one of the biggest questions English learners ask. If English only has 5 vowel letters, why does it seem like there are so many different vowel sounds? The answer might surprise you. English has 5 vowel letters, but depending on the accent, it has around 20 vowel sounds. That's one of the biggest reasons English pronunciation feels so confusing. You're not just learning 5 sounds. You're learning many different sounds that all have to share just a few letters. As always, we'll learn this in 4 steps. Hear it, see it, feel it, practice it. So we'll start with hear it. Let's listen to just one letter, the letter A. Apple, ape, father, about. Did you notice something? Every one of those words contain the letter A, but the A does not sound the same. Now let's try O. Hot, home, move, love. Again, the same letter, completely different sounds. The same thing happens with E, I, and U. That's why memorizing the alphabet isn't enough. You have to train your ears to hear the actual sounds that native speakers make. Okay, see it. Think of the vowel letters like 5 mailboxes. Now, imagine trying to fit 20 different letters into only 5 mailboxes. That's exactly what English does. We only have 5 vowel letters, but they have to represent many different sounds. Sometimes a vowel stands alone. Sometimes 2 vowels work together to make a specific sound. Sometimes a silent E changes the sound. Sometimes the spelling doesn't seem to follow any rule at all because English borrowed words from other languages, which makes it very confusing sometimes. It took hundreds of years for that to happen, but it did. It borrowed from lots of different languages. That's why the words like food, F-O-O-D, and good, G-O-O-D, and blood all look similar but sound different. Listen again. Food, good, blood. English spelling tells a fascinating story about the history of the language. Okay, now feel it. Here's something I want you to remember. Native speakers aren't thinking about letters when they talk. They're thinking about sounds. Your mouth doesn't pronounce letters. Your mouth pronounces sounds. That's why we've spent so much time talking about what your tongue, your lips, your jaw are doing. If you train your mouth to make the correct sounds, reading becomes easier and speaking becomes easier and very natural. Okay, common mistakes. One mistake I see all the time is learners trying to pronounce every letter exactly the same every time they see it. And they also try to pronounce all of the letters. And sometimes we have lots of silent letters or letters that work together. And that works in some languages, but English doesn't work that way. Instead of asking, what sound does this letter make? Start asking, what sound is this letter making in this particular word? That small change in thinking can completely change the way you approach English pronunciation. Okay, so practice it. Let's practice by looking at a few groups of words. Listen carefully for how the same vowel changes. Apple, ape, father, about, bed, me, great, pretty, sit, time, machine, girl, hot, home, move, love, cup, cute, put, busy. Notice how often the same letter makes completely different sounds? The good news is that you've already started learning these patterns throughout this series. Today's detective challenge. Okay, so today you're a vowel detective. As you read English today, don't just look for the letters, listen for the sounds. Ask yourself, is this the sound I expected? Have I heard this vowel make this sound before? What clue helped me? The more you notice, the easier English becomes. Okay, so our 1 minute practice. Let's finish with a 1 minute of listening and speaking practice. It may not make the whole minute because I do speak a little fast sometimes, but let's try it. Repeat after me. Apple, ape, bed, me, sit, time, hot, home, cup, cute, food, good, blood, love, move, busy, machine, girl, great, pretty. Now, let's practice with complete sentences. I hope you have a great day. The little girl is reading a good book. Please move the chair. My family loves learning English. Practice a little every day and you'll keep improving. Fantastic. Today you learned one of the biggest secrets in English. There are only 5 traditional vowel letters, but there are many more vowel sounds. That's why English sometimes feels unpredictable. But here's the good news. It isn't random. There are patterns, and you're learning those patterns one lesson at a time. In our next lesson, we're going to study one of the most important sounds in spoken English, a sound that native speakers use constantly without even realizing it. It's called the schwa. Native speakers use it constantly, and once you learn to hear it, you'll understand English conversations much more easily. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Until next time, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep growing your confidence, one conversation at a time. If you'd like more conversation practice with me, you can contact me at EnglishTogetherHub.com and we can practice English together.